Hey, how's it going? AK here at Shenzhen Station. Not a whole lot of travelers today at all. Yeah, pretty much the entire station is empty, aside from a couple of lines. So obviously the summer vacation rush hasn't started. Today I'm heading over to Shenzhen to complete some errands. Oh yeah, okay, I just need to wait here, I guess. So I'll be there for about a day. There's not really going to be any tourism going on while I'm there. Oh wait, it actually does look kind of pretty. The weather today is decent, not as good as yesterday. Because yesterday you can see the mountains on the island called what's the name of the island again? Nanao, yeah, the mountains on Nanao Island were clearly visible yesterday, but today it's just a little bit under the veil of mist. Let's see if I could. No, I don't think I'll be able to do that because I don't have a good camera. So let's see if I could zoom in a little and see. Yeah, it's very hard to see from here, but it is visible, but not that clear. So that's all for now, yeah. There's a lot of bike traffic, as you can tell from all the parked bikes on the sidewalk. So far, I have heard about 6 or 7 languages while I was at the borders between Hong Kong and Shenzhen. So, yeah, that was a bit surprising. Normally, you're going to be hearing just, or at least mostly English and maybe a little bit of Arabic, Dutch, or French. At least that's how things were back in 2019 and before. Now it was mostly Eastern European languages and Middle Eastern languages. Unfortunately, I have no idea what some of the languages are. Like, I know one was Russian and one was probably Persian. The rest I have no idea. And it was kind of difficult for me to tell where the people are from, aside from just a general area, like maybe the Caucasus. But I can tell that they were distinct languages. And of course there was also a French and an English and Japanese. Yeah. There were at least 6 or 7 different languages out of 10 people who were traveling between the borders. Right, now we're reaching, I guess, the business area. I don't know much about this city, but this area obviously looks pretty rich. Insane bike traffic, mostly food delivery. Also lots of salesmen. And roadside smokers. Shopping malls. I don't know, I'm just gonna keep going this direction. I suppose this is east, based on where the sun's position is. Surprisingly large number of bus routes. This is really cute. It's all in lavender color. I suppose that's the bike path. or yeah, should be the bike path. And by the way, I'm actually heading northeast, not directly east. This is mostly north, but I don't know where the sun is. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, it's pretty apparent that the sun is to my left now that I look at the buildings. Right, so yeah, I'm mostly heading north. And it's around 6 p.m. right now. Surprisingly bright outside here. Oh, here, what do you know? There's Bright Eye Hospital. Can't make that up. Some tower, I don't know what it is. And there were a couple of brothels on my way here. Just a couple. And they were quite strong when it comes to their sales pitch, as in direct. You know what? Let's check out this area because it looks kind of out of place. Yeah, these buildings look old, and that's why I'm here. And that's something that puzzles me. Why are they still here? Nice juxtaposition. I actually don't know how to pronounce that word. And even though it looks kind of all half demolished, this is still not considered the urban village area, I would say. This is like the downtown core of old Shenzhen. That's my guess. That's my guess. Because urban villages don't have buildings that are so standardized and only have 5 stories. I don't know what that shopping center is. Just check out the number of AC units. Wow. Okay, and I need to somehow squeeze my way through here. Whatever those are. Alright, so I would say the problem with severely congested bike traffic is proliferated by the amount of construction that's going on the roads. Okay, so this shopping center is called Dongmenting. That's kind of funny because, you know, in Taiwan there's a different one called Ximenting. Where do I, you know, okay, I'll go this way just to see, because it's probably a little easier for me to walk this way instead. Yeah. Okay, I'll see if I can get on the, I don't think I can. Well, at least now I got a view of these skyscrapers and what seems to be a train track construction. Trams are they building? Doesn't actually say anything on the sign. Ooh, they're doing a lot of construction here. And yeah, it is by the railway construction company. Alright, so if I turn right from here and keep on walking, I will hit People's Park. Just gotta make my way through this traffic. And Hong Kong is that away. So I gotta, I guess, cross and then cross and then cross and then cross. Easy. Yeah. I mean, yeah, exactly. What else are roads are meant to be for, right? Cars and bikes. Obviously not for walkers. Yeah, we walkers. We ain't even pedestrians. Yeah, just check out all these skyscrapers. Got nothing to do with me. None of them. What a grand city, ain't it? So people are pushed to the skies. And so are the cars. Starting to become a little bit like a cyberpunk dystopia at this point. Not gonna lie. It doesn't feel the same at all. So I think it took me about 5 to 8 minutes to go from that side of the street to this side of the street. And now I will continue heading this way for about another 500 meters to reach People's Park. Okay, now that I have gotten away from the afternoon or evening rush, yeah, I just got past the entrance to the subway station. Now we got some actual pedestrians, not walkers, and even the bike traffic has reduced quite a bit. Hyatt Place and the park. Well, so far it seems quite nice. Let's check out the inside. And yeah, that building there is pretty dope. It's like Hongyadong, but miniature version. Yeah, that's a really nice way of renovating an old building. Bringing some new life. And that Chinese traditional structure there, I don't know what that is. This is the Workers' Palace. So basically an activity center or a community center that's being demolished and renovated and reconstructed. Here's some old parts of the town. And I will just keep heading this way until I hit People's Park. It's actually surprisingly hot today, even at 6 p.m. And yeah, if I get tired, I just call a taxi and go back to my tiny little hotel room. Yeah, I like these stools and marble tables combination. And up here, there's barely any traffic, and my guess is that there's no subway lines coming here, or I don't know, there's no bus routes, but there's barely any car traffic too, so I don't know. It seemed like this is a main road on the map, but the reality is obviously what you see here. There's no one here. You know, the more I look at that center torch or beacon building, the more I feel like I could put an eye on top of that. Yeah. And then there's also the partially constructed cairn on the right. That's also pretty cool. Alright, so they're still doing reconstructions on the People's Palace, Workers' Palace, whatever they call it. Surprisingly large. Still just walking to People's Park. I think I'm halfway there now. Yeah. Now if I could wait on the right time of day when the sun is exactly in the center here, then zoom in. Damn, I got myself a nice photo. And these are jackfruit. Yes, these are jackfruit and heron of some kind. Jackfruits, yeah. My bad. As an English teacher, I should be able to know the difference between plural and singular. Hey, we're here. The People's Park. Alright, so how do I go through this fence? Or do I need to go through a fence? You know, kind of reminds me of Hyde Park. No, I guess all I need to do is walk down. Yeah, that's all I need to do. Cross that bridge and go into the park. But it is just a fairly... Is that a falcon or... No. That's, I don't know what that bird is. Yeah, it looks to be a generic park. Yeah. Okay, so I'll take the right side. Not as fancy as I'd hoped for. And that saxophone is horrible. I was able to play better than him even when I first started doing it. A+ for effort. And here I have gone full circle. Oh, wait a second, now that I'm a little closer, at least he did a decent vibrato, even though it was completely off tune. What's this bird about? Some kind of a duck? Some kind of duck. Or not. I know, it's a waterfowl. There's absolutely nothing to dislike about this park. It's got birds, it's got grass, it's got trees, it's got everything a generic park needs, and it's really all people need when it comes to parks anyway. Oh, and it smells really nice. Whew. There are a lot of people from Henan province. in the city. I can tell because, well, I grew up with them. Their accent, their dialect, their facial features and all that, yeah, that's very apparent to me. I would say about 50% of all the people that's not a local, as in not a local to the Hong Kong to Cantonese region, is from approximately Hunan area. Some people are from Shandong, but mostly Henan.
对，今天我们吃了大半碗饭，连菜带饭吃了将近1碗。不能吃零食，今天吃零食。对，现在我也不给他买零食，之前我在网上买不便宜一点嘛，现在我可能搁上这个商场里也不嫌贵了。
这里是深圳站的2楼候车室。事情办妥，开始回家。